First, the silence shatters. It doesn't simply fade, it shatters, like the very fabric of the environment, which can no longer withstand the approaching mass. The birds are the first to flee, even before any visual contact, sensing the infrasound traveling through the ground faster than through the air. The soil reacts next. A low-frequency vibration travels through the stone and roots, like a structural alarm signal. Then a smell appears, warm keratin, stirred up mineral dust, the overheated organic matter of a massive body. And only after that does the sound arrive, one that can no longer be separated from movement, the rhythm of the mass. A blow, a pause, a blow, no changes, no adaptation, no reaction to the terrain. The environment ceases to influence the choice of trajectory. It merely records the consequences. The fort is a 4-ton biological system, assembled from extreme solutions of defense and stability. Its body is shorter than that of an elephant, with a deliberately lowered center of gravity that rules out falling as a possible scenario. The armor consists of a continuous, bony, keratinous structure from forehead to tail, divided into 9 movable belts. These segments shift during movement like tectonic plates, distributing the load and absorbing impacts throughout the entire body structure. The top of the head is reinforced with an osteodermal shield, forming a shock front. The limbs are vertical columns designed solely for direct load-bearing and mass support, with no functional need for maneuverability. It is not a predator in the conventional sense. It is a system for moving mass through space. Its speed is fixed at around 15 kilometers per hour, but its key characteristic is continuity. It is capable of moving for up to 18 hours without stopping, without entering a recovery phase. Feeding is built into the very process of movement. The proboscis continuously grasps vegetation, forming a continuous flow of energy. The forest is neither an environment nor an obstacle to it. It does not adapt to it. It passes right through it. Trees up to 30 centimeters in diameter are neither bypassed nor regarded as obstacles. They vanish from its path upon direct contact with its body. This is neither an action nor an attack, but a continuation of the momentum of movement. What remains in his wake is not a trail, but a zone of structural destruction. Fallen trunks, torn bark, compacted soil, disrupted root systems. This trail persists for weeks and alters the behavior of all species that cross it. Fort's dominance is not built on display or threat. It is based on the predictable outcome of contact. The landscape is reshaped in advance. Herds shift their routes hundreds of meters before it approaches. Crocodiles retreat into the depths in response to low-frequency vibrations in the water. Large predators cease their attempts to attack not out of fear, but because the attack has no biological effect. Any aggression breaks down at the stage of physical contact. An attack is a rare mode that is activated only after 3 consecutive signals. The first is a complete stop. The entire mass is immobilized, and movement within the system ceases. The second is a body turn, requiring a complete rebalancing of the 4-ton structure, and already serving as a demonstration of readiness. The third is the trunk, which lowers toward the ground, scanning the area through scent and vibration, completing target calibration. After that, distance ceases to be a factor in defense. Acceleration begins without any transitional phases. 4 seconds of acceleration transform the mass into an inertial projectile, traveling at speeds of up to 30 kilometers per hour. With such a mass, this is equivalent to the directed movement of a compact freight vehicle. The frontal shield absorbs the initial impact and distributes the load across the entire bony structure of the skull and carapace. Next, the body comes into play, transforming the collision into continuous pressure rather than a single blow. The proboscis completes the cycle with a vertical downward thrust, adding a third axis of force to the already established impact. This is not a sequence of actions. It is a single synchronized multi-vector impulse in which force is applied simultaneously at multiple points of contact. But this system has its limits. The carapace is not only protection, but also a constant mass that requires energy. It traps heat inside the body, limiting heat dissipation. During the hot season, the temperature rises faster than the system can compensate for it. In a drought, Fort slows down, shortens its routes, and moves closer to water. Its dominance ceases to be absolute and becomes dependent on the environment. And at this moment, the ecosystem gains the opportunity to close in for the first time, not through force, but through the limitations of the structure itself.